everyone. Let's get started for another week of yoga. So our theme today is letting go, taking the time to let go of anything that does not serve you. So if it be sadness or guilt, depression, or anxiety, knowing that it's important to acknowledge all of those feelings, but once you've acknowledged them, just to take some time to let some light in, joy, love, and bringing yourself to a place where you can appreciate life. And of course, we all go through negative and sad emotions, and those are important also. But we do need to take the time to let them go for a little while and come to a place of being grateful for all the things that we do have. So, and you can always go back to your sadness. You don't have to let it go forever. And I know sometimes that's really important. And our spotlight is on boat pose and some other poses that will go with boat pose, kind of an extended boat pose. So let's start with our breath, bringing ourselves to a nice, comfortable position, wherever that may be, making sure the spine is straight, the hands are comfortable. Rolling the shoulders back, relaxing the neck, the jaw, the shoulders. And then breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Nice deep breaths. Until our breath is 2 to 3 times longer than our normal breath. And then bringing the lips together and starting to breathe in and out through your nose. Letting that air circulate in the back of your throat, creating your own Ujjayi Pranayama, your yoga breath. And then as you inhale, let's bring the arms out to the sides, palms facing up. And inhale the arms up overhead, gaze up. As you exhale, turn the palms down and bring the hands down. Inhale, back up, gaze up. Exhale, turn the palms down, wiggle the fingers and bring the hands down. Now let's bring the hands out in front of you, reaching and stretching. And then let's just take the palms and reach them forward. And then let's make a fist and bring your hands and elbows back until the fists come towards your sides. So the shoulder blades come together here. And then back out. Stop sign fingers or hands. And fist it, turn sideways, and come back. Maybe look up here as the shoulders come together. Forward and back. With your breath, inhale forward and back. Very nice. One more time. Inhale, forward and back. And then let's bring the hands up overhead, gaze up. Left hand comes forward, right hand comes behind you. Gazing past the right fingers. Chest turn toward the right. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, the left arm up. Gaze up. Inhale, right hand meets the left. Gazing up. Exhale, right hand forward, left hand behind you. Gazing past the left fingers. Exhale, the left hand comes down. Inhale, the right arm up. Gaze up. Inhale, the left hand meets the right. Exhale, bring the palms together at heart center. Taking that right hand and bringing it over the right side of your head all the way to the left ear. Left hand comes down to the mat and slowly bring the right ear down toward your right shoulder. Feel the stretch in the left side of your neck. Inhale, come back to center. The right hand comes down. Inhale, the left arm up, gaze up, and that left hand comes to the right ear, bringing the left ear toward your left shoulder. Feel the stretch in the right side of your neck. Inhale, come back to center, bring the left hand down, cross your legs in front of you, and coming into a kneeling position. Arms come up overhead, gazing up. Open up the arms for sunrise. Exhale, bring the hands down. Palms facing up, top of the head comes to the mat, gaze behind you, round the back for sunset. Inhale for sunrise, open them up. Exhale for sunset, beautiful. Inhale, sunrise. Exhale, sunset, beautiful. Inhale, come back to sunrise. Exhale, bring the palms together at heart center. Inhale, that right foot comes forward. Bring the arms up overhead, gaze up for a low lunge. Imagine the right knee over the left heel here. And as you exhale, that right hand comes down and out behind you. Open up the chest toward the right, gazing past the right fingers. Beautiful. While you're here, let's curl that left toe under as we come into heart pose or kneeling exalted. Bring that right hand down to the left heel and then inhale the left arm up overhead, gazing up. Beautiful heart. So if that right hand doesn't go to the heel, you can also just bring it behind the lower back, gently pushing the hips forward. Either one is great and feels wonderful for your body. As you inhale, bring the right arm up. Exhale, bring the hands to your sides and straighten out that right leg. Bring the toes up, push the hips back, and perhaps you look up and then fold forward. And there you'll feel that nice stretch along the hamstring and the calf. Breathe deeply here. As you exhale, bring that right foot down. Bring your hands around the right foot, or I'm sorry, inside the right foot. There you go. And come into a dragon pose. So you can take your block here and put it right next to your foot. And let's try to bring the elbows down toward the block. If that doesn't work for you, then just put the hands there and bend your elbows as much as is comfortable for you, coming toward your edge, that place of greatest resistance toward your personal best. And only you know where that is. Remember not to feel or go toward any pain here. Beautiful. So nice engagement and stretch along that right whole leg and hip. Breathe. And then as you exhale, bring the hands back to the block, straighten out the arms. Now come onto the side of your right foot, point your right knee out toward the right, and slowly bring the elbows down. Now, sometimes here, I like to bring the block to its side so it's a little higher up, and you can bring the elbows down to that. This is winged dragon. The knee is out to the right, and the bottom of your foot is pointing, facing your block toward the left. Breathe here. The same type of feelings when you do pigeon pose. Opening up that right hip flexor, stretching the fascia along your IT band. Gaze is down toward the block. Your breath is strong. Beautiful. And as you exhale, bring your hands down, either to the block or to the mat. Straighten out your arms. Bring your right foot down. Take a deep breath. Okay. And then let's bring the hands to the mat. Curl your left toes under and straighten that left leg. Runner's lunge as you gaze forward. Place the left hand down and inhale the right arm up for dragonfly, opening up the chest toward the right. So here you can stay right here, or you can bring your right hand behind your back and just open up that way also. So two different variations of dragonfly. Pressing the right foot down. Yeah, that helps a little bit. And then as you exhale, bring that right hand down. Take the right foot and bring it back, coming into down dog. Pushing the hips back. Perhaps on this first down dog, alternately bending knees and elbows, walking the dog. Beautiful. Nice. And then pressing the heels down. Head is between your arms. palms facing down, fingers nice and wide. Press the hips back and up. Nice. Feel those hamstrings stretching. Beautiful. Nice. As you exhale, bring the knees down, coming into tabletop pose. Doing a cow and a cat. Maybe a couple. Yeah. Letting the back relax and get ready to do the left side. Come back into tabletop pose whenever you're ready. And then inhale, the left foot comes forward. Arms come up overhead for kneeling crescent or a low lunge. Yeah. Gazing up, back is bent as your chest faces up toward the ceiling. Very good. Imagine that left heel right underneath the left knee. As you exhale, that left hand comes down and out behind you, opening up the chest toward the left. Beautiful. While you're here, curling the right toes under, and then inhale the right arm up, coming into heart pose. Left hand either goes to your right heel or behind your back, gently pushing forward. Yeah. Trying to move that gaze up toward the right fingers or wherever is best for your balance. Nice. Inhale, the left arm comes up. Exhale, bring the hands inside that left foot. Take the block and bring it underneath your hands. Point your right toes back out. And then here, we're going to bend the elbows, bringing our head down. And possibly bring the elbows to the block, either in this place, or you can make the block a little higher, turning it sideways, gazing down. Yeah. Feel the nice stretch throughout the legs. Beautiful. Breathing here. This is also one of the yin poses. We use it both in yin and yang yoga. In yin, it's just held a little bit longer. And then bring your head up, place the hands down, and turn the foot sideways so that your knee comes out toward the left. The bottom or sole of your foot is facing toward your block. Again, you can leave the block in a low setting, or you can turn it sideways and bring the elbows down for wing dragon. Gazing down. Just notice the places that you're stretching. Breathing deeply. Coming to a calmness here with your breath. Sometimes hard to do when you feel frantic about the pose. You need to adjust your position and continue breathing. Nice deep breaths. And then as you inhale, let's bring the hands down, place the sole of the foot down. You can bring the block away and then move the hips back as you come into half splits. So your hands come next to your sides, straighten out that left leg, bring the toes up towards your chest. Bring your head up, gaze forward, exhale, fold over that left leg for half splits. Feel the nice stretch through the hamstrings and the calf. And breathe. That will help the stretch and the discomfort. Beautiful. And then as you inhale, bring that left hand down. Your hands will come around that left foot. Curl the right toes under and push the right heel back. Gaze forward for a runner's lunge. Nice. Placing that right hand down as we come into Dragonfly. The left arm comes up. Gaze up. Open the chest toward the left. Maybe that left hand comes behind your back. Maybe it just stays up toward the ceiling. Either way, it is Dragon Pose or Dragonfly. There we go. As you exhale, that left hand comes down. Right foot meets the left, coming into down dog. Push the hips back and up as you press the palms down and forward. Engage your bandha, Uddiyana bandha, abdominal muscles, Mula bandha, pelvic and bladder muscles. And breathe, softening the neck, the jaw, the shoulders, letting in light, joy, love, grace, forgiveness. As you exhale, coming into a plank pose, and we'll bring your knees down and bend the elbows. Inhale to up dog, gazing forward, or Sphinx with the elbows down. Yeah. Letting that back reset. As you exhale, we're going to bring the hips back, toes together, knees apart, coming into child's pose. Forehead comes down to the back. And feel the relief and the softness of this pose. As you inhale, come back up to seated. And we're going to do some of those core poses that we were talking about earlier. Okay, keep a block close by. You will probably need it. So first we're going to do just a regular boat pose. So just take a moment here to come into a seated position, bringing the toes up toward your chest, hands to your sides, straighten the back, roll the shoulders back, gaze past your toes, engage your bandhas. Perfect posture here. And then as you exhale, let's bend the knees, bring your feet to the mat. Now you can take a block and bring it behind your back here, or behind your hips, I should say. If that feels good, you can leave it there, okay? Especially if you have a softer block. If you have a really hard one, probably wouldn't feel very good, okay? I take your hands and bring them underneath your thighs here. And you can leave yourself here as you straighten out the arms and bring yourself back. You can also readjust your block here so that it comes to where you want it to be, so that it's comfortable. Keeping the bandhas engaged. Yeah, this is core. All right. Beautiful. Now you can stay in this position for boat pose, or you can bring the calves up so that they're parallel with the mat. You can also straighten the legs. And you can also bring the hands out in front of your eyes. Beautiful. Breathe. Now, as you exhale, bring the feet down, coming back up to a seated position. We're going to take the block away and hold on to it. Now, we're going to take the soles of your feet and bring them together so that the knees are pointed outward, kind of like butterfly pose. And we're going to bring our head down and just bring our feet closer to your tush. Hands come to the inside of the legs, pressing them down. Okay. And feel that openness here. The hips opening, the pelvic area opening, chin facing forward. Now take your block, bring it into your hand, bring it up overhead. And as you exhale, we're going to come up. Your feet are going to come out a little bit farther to give you some help. And you're going to come up and reach for your toes with the block. Inhale, the arms come up overhead and then out behind you. Exhale, come back up. Reach for the toes. And then back. Exhaling and then inhale, back up, reach for the toes. Good job. Now this time we're going to come back with the block. We're going to bring the feet up overhead. Okay. Now let's bring the legs apart. Push the heels up. So it's kind of like if your feet are trying to reach toward the ceiling and lay up onto the top of the ceiling, okay? Feet are flexed. As you exhale, let's bring your head up and reach through your legs as far as you can reach. And then back up. Exhale, reach. Inhale it back up. Exhale, reach, and inhale it back up. Beautiful. Let's bring that block to your sides, bring the knees to your chest. Maybe you rock from side to side if that feels good. And then cross your legs, bring yourself up into a seated position. Hands come down to the mat and coming into plank pose. Any way you would like to get there. Okay. All right. We're going to go to the second flow here. So let's take some time in plank pose. Wrists underneath your shoulders, gazes down, pushing the heels back, top of the head forward. Notice how every pose and every breath is important. It's not only a journey to the next pose, but it is the most important pose at the time. We're going to do side plank, turning your feet to the right. Inhale the right arm up, gaze up, open the chest. Exhale, that right hand comes down. And then turn toward the left, side plank, left arm up, gaze up. Exhale, left hand comes down. Remember, plank can always be done with the knees down also. So if you were doing it on your knees would be here, and side plank. The left foot comes out and the right hand up. Exhale, back into plank. And the right knee comes out and the left arm comes up. Exhale, back into plank. And then slowly go through your Chaturanga Dandasana. So come down to the bottom of your plank pose. Inhale to up dog or sphinx with the elbows down, hands down, gazing forward. Feel the lower back resetting. And then bring the hands down, curl the toes under and coming into down dog. Gazing behind you. Push those hips back and up. Good job. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale, the right leg comes up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale, right foot comes in between the hands. You're on the ball of the left foot. Feet are about 6 inches apart, as if you were skiing. Right knee is bent at a 90-degree angle. Inhale, the arms up overhead, gazing forward or up. Trying to lift the chest a little bit. Push that left heel back. Nice. Exhale, bring the hands behind you and clasp them. Inhale, gaze up. Feel the chest opening. Exhale, a variation of humble warrior. Bring the head down. Arms come up overhead as you look behind you. Inhale, come all the way back up and bring the arms up overhead. Beautiful. Let's open up the arms to the right arm behind you, left arm forward. A little twist here from the waist. Take the breath, push that left heel back, enjoy this pose. Yeah, always remember to have a chair nearby or wall nearby so that you have a place to rest or feel the comfort of security. In this pose, your wall would be on the left. Now bring the right hand down behind your hip, the left arm up, gazing up toward the left fingers for exalted. Stretch, feel the beauty and grace of this pose. Breathe. As you inhale, the right hand comes up, gazing up. Exhale, bring the hands down to your sides. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left knee comes down. Inhale up. Exhale, left knee comes down. Inhale up. Exhale, bring the palms together at heart center. Now we're going to come and bring the left foot forward and wiggle the legs a little bit. Good. So that you get a little bit of stability And then coming into Samasthiti, feet pressed into the mat, engaging the bandhas, the glutes, lengthening the spine. Palms together at heart center, gazing forward. So we're going to do our balancing poses here. And today we're going to go into Warrior Two. Now, since we've been really doing a lot with this right leg just recently, we're going to balance on the left foot. So pushing the left foot into the mat. All right. Giving the right leg a little break. And then coming into Warrior Three. The right leg comes out behind you. Arms come out in front of you, also called Thunderbolt. Beautiful. Let's bring the arms out to the side. Now we're in airplane pose. Push that right heel back. Nice. Inhale, come back up to center. Palms come together at heart center. Maybe your right foot comes down, giving the left leg a little break. And then let's bring that right foot up toward your tush. Right hand comes to the right foot. Left hand to your hip. You can also use a strap around your right foot and bring it up with your hand, your right hand. So we want to push that right knee down toward the floor. Shoulder blades will come together. We do a little pull here. Pull, push, hug, tug, hand to foot. Now we're feeling a nice stretch along that right quad. Nice. Take a deep breath. And then as you exhale, let's come into a regular eagle pose. So the right leg over the left thigh and then drape it around the left leg. And then arms come out in front and the right arm underneath the left. Palms will come together. And maybe you bend both knees here for a beautiful eagle pose, bringing the elbows up. Yeah, we haven't done eagle in a while. Feels good to me. Always welcome to bring the right toes down too here, if you need to. And then as you exhale, bring the right foot down, hands come down, and let's turn toward the long end of the mat. Arms come out to a T. Beautiful. And let's bring the toes toward each other, the heels out. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, gaze up and back. Exhale, fold forward, reaching down between our hands. Gaze behind you. Always use a block here underneath your hands. Elbows are facing behind you. Push the hips up, press the feet down, and you will feel a nice stretch along the inner thighs. Soften the neck, the jaw, the shoulders. Maybe this is the first time that you really feel this pose. Concentrate on that. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale all the way up to standing. Arms come out for star pose. We're gonna go to the right, back to center, to the left, a little sunshine. Yeah, maybe we'll call this a windmill pose. Since we're getting a lot more windmills around our country right now, we'll call it windmill pose. Very nice. And then as you exhale, turn toward the back of the mat, coming to Samasthiti. Take a deep breath. Inhale the arms up overhead, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. Slowly going through our Chaturanga Dandasana, all the way to down dog. But take your time as you come into up dog or sphinx. Curl the toes under and then go into down dog. Beautiful. Push the hips back and up. Inhale, the left leg comes up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale, left foot comes in between the hands. You're on the ball of the right foot. Push that right heel back. Beautiful. As you inhale, slowly coming up into Crescent Pose. Arms overhead, gazing up or forward. Push that right heel back. Beautiful. Breathe here. As you exhale, bring the hands behind you and clasp them. Shoulder blades come together, gaze up. Exhale, bring the head down for humble warrior, gaze behind you, bring the hands up overhead. Remember, you don't have to go this far. You can come halfway down or wherever you feel comfortable. You'll notice over time going a little bit farther. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, left hand comes down, out behind you, turning the chest toward the left. Open up the chest. Gaze past your left fingers. Inhale the right arm up, the left hand behind your hips. You can either gaze up or wherever your balance tells you to gaze. Yeah, this means listen to your body. Listen to you. What do you need right now? As you inhale, the left hand comes up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale back up. Exhale, hands come down, right knee comes down. Inhale back up. Exhale down, knee and hands. Inhale back up. And then as you inhale, come out to star pose. Opening up the chest, the feet for beautiful star pose. Bring the hands back and together. And back and together. Now let's bring the heels out, the toes slightly inward. Bring your hands behind you and clasp them. Inhale, gaze up, open the chest, bring the hands out farther behind. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Head comes down, the hands come up overhead. Push the feet down. The hands are the hips up. Engage your bandhas. Let go. Letting go of whatever does not serve you. Any stiffness. Letting it go. Beautiful. As you inhale, come all the way up to standing, coming into star pose. Again, swishing back and forth, sunshine, windmill, whatever you want to call it, that's where we are. Bring the palms together at heart center. Let's turn toward the back and push that right foot back and then come into Samasthiti. Since we kind of missed our balancing poses. So now we're gonna press that right foot into the mat. Let me think here. All right. Now we're gonna press the left foot into the mat and work the right leg because we did the other leg on the other side. So we're gonna go into our Warrior 3, the right leg comes out behind you, arms come out in front of you. Find your balance. Beautiful. Open up the arms to the side. You're now in airplane pose. Push that right heel back. Beautiful. As you inhale, bring the right foot down, hands come to heart center. Let's bring that right foot up toward your tush. Right hand to your right foot, left hand to your hip. Push that right knee down. Nice quad stretch. And from here, we're going to go into that beautiful eagle pose. So taking that right leg, right thigh around the left foot. Arms come out in front of you. And the right hand comes underneath the left. Palms come together at heart center. And then, make sure you have your balance. Yeah, now I'm ready. And then let's bend the knees, coming into eagle pose. Bring the elbows up. Always welcome to bring the right toes down. And then inhale, come back to center, coming to Samasthiti. And turning toward the back or the front of your mat, coming to Samasthiti there. Inhale the arms up overhead, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Take a moment here. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bring the left hand down. Bend the left knee. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, the right hand comes down. Bend the right knee. Bring the left arm up. Exhale, that left hand comes down. Plant them. Bring the feet back. And slowly go through your Chaturanga Dandasana all the way to Child's Pose. And take a little breath. Nice. As you inhale, come up into tabletop pose, doing a few cats and cows. Good. And then let's come into a seated position, bringing the legs out in front of you. Nice. Now bring that right sole of your foot into your left calf or thigh. Inhale the arms up overhead, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold, gazing past those left toes. And just soften here, keeping the spine nice and straight. Remember, you can always use a strap around your left foot and just hold onto that strap. You can take that right foot and bring it into your calf rather than your thigh. Open that right hip flexor and breathe. As you inhale, come all the way up to seated. Stretch out that right leg and shake it up. And then bring your left foot into your right calf or thigh. Inhale the arms up overhead, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold, reaching for those toes or grabbing a strap and bringing it around the foot. Sometimes people will take a block and put it around the foot and then hold the strap around the foot that way. So it keeps your foot flexed. And it's very comfortable pushing that foot against the block. If you haven't tried that, it's a really good idea. Very comforting. And then as you inhale, come back up to seated and bring the left leg out, shake it up. Let's come all the way down to your back, stretching the fingertips in one direction and the toes in the other. And then bring the knees up to your chest. Give yourself a hug. If you want to rock from side to side, you can. And then bringing the feet down. Inhale, the hips come up for bridge pose. Clasping your hands underneath the hips. Or some people like to just press the elbows and triceps down and bringing their fingertips to face the ceiling. Making sure your chin is facing forward, and you can bring those hips up a little farther. You can also add a block between your knees and press into that block. A lot going on here. Yeah. As you exhale, release and let go. Bring the feet up toward the ceiling. And we'll stay here in candlestick, or you can go into shoulder stand. Getting those lymph nodes pumping, maybe helping them out, either in shoulder stand or in candlestick, by flexing and then pointing the toes back and forth. And then if you're in shoulder stand, you can go into plow pose and then ear pressure pose. If you are in candlestick, bend your knees, coming into happy baby. Arms come inside your knees and to the outer edges of your feet. Rocking from side to side, pushing the feet out and up. And wherever you are, let's come back down and soften here. Keeping the knees bent. And take that block, put it back in between your knees, open your arms, bringing your knees over to the right, gazing to the left. Maybe that right hand comes to the outside of your left thigh. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bring the knees over to the left hand to the outer side of your right thigh. Gazing to the right. Letting go of the breath, abundance, the drishti. And then coming back to center. One little Purvottanasana, straightening out the legs, bringing your hands to your sides, pressing the elbows down and coming up as if you were watching TV from the floor. Bring the top of your head to the mat behind you, gaze behind you. You can stay here and enjoy this reset of the lower back. If you want to add on to this, Utthana Padasana, bringing the feet up to a 45-degree angle along with the arms. Still gazing behind you. Right now, if you're in this pose, the only thing touching the floor are your tush and the top of your head. Pretty cool. Yeah. That could be a good trivia question. As you exhale, release, lower, let go. Coming into Shavasana, palms facing up, feet flopped. Back to our organic breath. Breathing in all those things that we need to prosper, feel joy and love. Slowly coming back to awareness, wiggling your toes and your fingers, turning your head from side to side. Bring your knees up to your chest and give yourself a lot of love here. And then coming over to your favorite side, renewing your mind, your body, and your spirit. Eventually, whenever you're ready, coming up into a seated position, crossing your legs in front of you, bringing the hands up overhead, sealing in your practice, and then bring your palms together at heart center. May the God-given light and love in me reach out to that same light and love in each of you. Namaste. Have a beautiful day and a beautiful week, and I will see you next week.